Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Today I'm reading Ananda, Guardian of the Dhamma. The author is Helmuth Hedger. Ananda's Personal Path, Part 1. Among all the great monks in the Buddha's retinue, the Venerable Ananda occupied a unique position, and this in many respects. Ananda's unique position had already begun even before his birth. According to tradition, he came to earth just as the Buddha did, from the Tusita heaven, and was born on the same day as Buddha, and in the same caste, the warrior caste of the royal family of the Sakyans. His father, Amitabhadana, was the brother of the Buddha's father, Suddhodana. So the two were cousins, and they grew up together in the Sakyans' capital city of Kapilavatthu. Amitabhadana was also the father of Anuruddha, another great disciple, but probably through a different wife. When he was 37 years old, Ananda joined Buddha's order of monks along with Anuruddha, Devadatta, and many other Sakya nobles. The Venerable Bellatthasisa, an arahant, became his teacher and introduced him to the monk's discipline. Ananda proved himself a willing and diligent pupil. During his first rains retreat, he attained the fruit of stream entry. Later, he told his fellow monks that the Venerable Puna Mantaniputta, an outstanding exponent of the Dhamma, had been of great help to him during his training period. He had taught the Dhamma to the new monks, and had given them a profound discourse on the relationship between the five aggregates and the idea I am. As Ananda listened to Puna's words, he penetrated more and more deeply into the impermanence, suffering, and selfless nature of the five aggregates. And with the ripening of insight, he made the breakthrough to the path and fruit of stream entry. Ananda was always well contented with his life as a monk. He understood the blessings of renunciation, and he entered upon the path to liberation, which is a joy to tread in the company of like-minded friends. During the first years of his life as a monk, Ananda was fully occupied with the purification of his own mind. He blended easily into the Sangha and slowly developed more and more resilience and mental strength. When the Buddha and Ananda were both 55 years of age, the Buddha called a meeting of the monks and declared, "In my 20 years as leader of the Sangha, I have had many different attendants, but none of them has really filled the post perfectly. Again and again, some willfulness has become apparent. Now I am 55 years old, and it is necessary for me to have a trustworthy and reliable attendant." At once all the noble disciples offered their services, but the Buddha did not accept them. Then the great monks looked at Ananda who had held back modestly, and asked him to volunteer. Due to his impeccable behavior as a monk, Ananda seemed predestined for the post. When he was asked why he was the only one who had not offered his services, he replied that the Buddha knew best who was suitable to be his attendant. He had so much confidence in the Blessed One that it did not occur to him to express his own wishes, even though he would have liked to become the master's attendant. Then the Buddha declared that Ananda would be pleasing to him and would be the best choice for the post. Ananda was in no way proud that the master had preferred him to the other disciples, but instead asked for 8 favors. The first 4 were negative in character. First, the master should never pass the gift of robes on to him. Second, he should never give him any alms food which he himself have received. Third, having received a dwelling place, he should never give to him. Fourth, he should never include him in any personal invitations, such as an occasion for teaching the Dhamma when a meal would be offered. The other 4 were positive. If he was invited to a meal, he asked for the right to transfer this invitation to the Buddha. If people came from outlying areas, he asked for the privilege to lead them to the Buddha. If he had any doubts or inquiries about the Dhamma, he asked for the right to have them cleared up at any time. And if the Buddha gave a discourse during his absence, he asked for the privilege to have it repeated to him privately. Ananda explained that if he cannot pose the first 4 conditions, then people would say that he had accepted the post of attendant only with an eye on the material gains he would enjoy by living so close to the master. But if he did not express the other 4 conditions, then it would rightly be said that he fulfilled the duties of his post without being mindful of his own advancement on the noble path. The Buddha granted him these very reasonable requests, which were quite in accordance with the Dhamma. From then on, Ananda was the constant companion, attendant, and helper of the Blessed One for 25 years. In those 25 years of service, he continued with the same incessant striving for purification as in the first 18 years of his monkhood when he was an unknown disciple. He said of himself, "Through the full 25 years that I have been in higher training, no sensual perception has arisen in me. See the excellence of the Dhamma. Through the 25 years that I have been in higher training, no perception of hate has arisen in me. See the excellence of the Dhamma." The 25 years mentioned in this verse refer to the period during which he was the Buddha's attendant, and not the whole of his life as a monk. During this period, though he was still a learner, one in the higher training, no thoughts of lust or hate arose in him. The implication was that his so close connection with the Buddha and his devotion to him gave no room for these. Only such a man could fill the post of a constant companion and attendant of the Awakened One.
Here is the quote of the day. It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you. not by angels or demons, heaven or hell. May every living being, our minds as one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with hearts of goodness luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may their minds awake to great compassion and wisdom and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni